Have you ever watched tons of AI video on YouTube, but still, you don't feel confidence using AI in your business or your career? Let me show you why this happens and how to fix it. Oh wait, isn't this videos about Google Gemini? I wonder, are you here because you see the Gemini 2.5 in the title, or the use of integrated learning to overcome AI learning struggles brings you here? I bet most of you are here because of the Gemini 2.5, but learning how to learn is way more important than a particular tech skill, right? Drop a comment below and let me know which brought you here. I look forward you show me wrong. No worries, we'll do both in this video. The Gemini 2.5 OCR is indeed amazing, and we'll be there soon. Now, let's start from something that is important. I want to share a simple learning approach that will transform the way you learn AI. So let's get back to the questions. Why don't you feel confidence using AI in real life even after you watch 10, 50, hundreds of AI videos on YouTube? You watch every videos and think, cool, I just learned something new. But then months pass by and you still don't seem able to actually use AI in your business or level up your career by changing a cool AI job. So you keep watching more and more AI videos from YouTube. Better, you follow along and build them yourself. But still, it doesn't help. I know this as I've seen with so many of my students. Watching random AI videos won't actually build up your applicable knowledge. Instead, it just confuses you more. When I say applicable knowledge, it means knowledge that you can actually use to solve real-world problems. I give you two reasons for that. Firstly, you're probably bouncing between too many technical stacks or platforms. Tools like n8n, Gemini CLI, Cloud Code, OpenAI Codex, or programming language like Python, TypeScript, and so on. Now, you have easy access to a wide range of information from YouTube and social medias. Good news is you can access a lot of information instantly. Bad news, you either stand still and can't decide which way to go, or you choose one but change your mind so easily and quickly. I've students before who spent hours discussing with me just trying to choose a programming language for his cloud computing learning and eventually picked Next.js. I was so exhausted and finally I added, just pick one and start building stuff. It's about learning to design how systems and services fit together, more important than the programming language itself. Get what I'm saying? 2 months later, he told me that he switched to Java after watching a few videos and scrolling through some of the tech forum. And just that, he was back to the starting line. I'm telling you this story because I want to let you know that you need to stay focused, you need to be consistent. Whether you pick n8n, Gemini CLI, Python, it doesn't matter. They are just tools to bring you start building your knowledge. You will never find one outperform others in always all situations. So don't wait, just stick with one for an extended period of time. Then you can start building up your skill and knowledge. After you master one, you can learn other much easier, as most of the important things is your design concept. And you need to develop a laser-focused mindset because YouTube videos tempt you to change your mind. You often see videos titled like Gemini's AI killing ChatGPT. Did Python die? This new language is taking over. Oh my god, I just spent months to learn Python. Just choose one and stick with it. If you have seen my videos before, I recommend learning cloud technology, AWS, GCP, Azure. On top of it, I choose n8n as a referral platform. to build AI agents, AI workflows, to orchestrate different cloud services. Why? I give you 3 reasons. First reason is because it is no code, it is easy to visualize, and you can build a working prototype so quickly. So you can test different designs quickly without headache of coding. Second reason, you can easily put together LLM models, cloud services from different providers. Google Gemini, Anthropic Claude, AWS Nova, Google, Superbase, Amplify, etc., etc. And this is a whole new level. Third reason, it makes you so much easier to show your work to a non-tech persons, your clients, your boss, when you try to show how your tech can help them. Look, I'm not saying n8n replace coding. Each has its strengths, and they work great together. Let's not dive into the rabbit hole right now. If you want to learn n8n, AI, and cloud, just hit the subscribe button and you will catch all our new stuff. Here we come the second reasons of why watching random video to learn AI confuses you more. Because we, content provider, try to make videos in a way that it makes complicated things feel like very easy to do. And more, people feel like they've done it themselves after watching a 15 minutes video. It likes watching a workout videos and feeling like you have exercised. And also like game stream. Watching others build and code on YouTube can just as addictive. It gives us a quick dopamine hit that makes us want to watch more. But at the end, you can't retain the knowledge, not to say you can use the knowledge practically. Let me tell you the reason behind. When you randomly watch a videos on YouTube, they are just scattered and isolated information in your head. Our brain just terrible at handling isolated information. We try to memorize them by heart, but they will disappear from your brain super fast, like a day or two. I'm not saying learning from YouTube videos are bad. Every content creators provide great value in their videos. You just need to know the effective way to learn. You need to use integrated learning in opposite to the isolated learning. Imagine when you are watching new info that's related to your own of expertise, no matter if you are in accounting, marketing, software engineering, teaching, or any other field. You are instantly fit this new info into what you already know and compare them with what you already know. You don't memorize them by heart, you just build into your mental framework. I bet you don't remember accounting formulas from textbooks, but you know how to use them. So the real trick to learning AI isn't just watching the videos. You have to connect the content to what you already know. Connect it to your own field. And most importantly, get your hands-on experience by building something that solves your real problems. That knowledge will stick with you for good. When you see YouTube topics not related to you, just skip them and stay focused on what matters to you. Hope this technique helped your AI learning journey. Now it's time to go to the next part, the Smart Gemini 2.5 OCR use case. And I'm excited too, yeah! You can use this as an example, make it related to your own field. This OCR technique is widely used for many different fields. I've seen this firsthand as I helped clients from different fields digitalize paper form years ago. They were from transport, academic, retails. So you definitely find connects to use this in your own field. The beauty about the OCR using Gemini 2.5 is that it is way better now and super easy to use compared to just a few years ago. In n8n, a new native Gemini note is added in the recent update that makes our usage much easier without needing to use the complicated HTTP requests. Let's jump straight to our quick demo for our workflow today. And this is a workflow to do the OCR using the Gemini 2.5. And the first note here we are going to do is to monitor the files that upload to here. And then the output after passing through the Gemini's image analysis OCR, and the result is written into the Google Sheet. And then we will also send an email to notify the user. Let's do a demonstration. I have my iPhone here. This is my iPhone screen. This is the Google Drive app on iPhone. And this is exactly the folder that we are going to monitor to see any new PDF. Now, what I'm going to do is to do a scan of new document. And this is exactly my paper form document. And I let Google Doc to do the form capture for me. So I save it, upload it. And I also do one more. Scan. And here we go. Save, upload. Good things about using the Google Drive is that it does some pre-processing. So it will straighten my image. Now, we are going to wait for the process to kick in. It is going to check the drive every minute. And here we go. The process starts. So it is done. Let me check the email. I refresh my email account. And you see, I have a new email received. There are 2 new registrations received. So now, let me check the results. See, the results is here in this Google Sheet. Let me just go to the end of this Google Sheet, and you can see there is a PDF link that I can open it, and let's have a feeling of the accuracy of this OCR. Let me just put it side by side. Now you can see for the first data is from John, and this form is from 23rd of July 2025. And the birthday of John is 1988, January 1st. And then I will go through it quickly, and you can have a look and get a feeling of the accuracy. Okay. And I've checked for you, actually the accuracy is quite high indeed. So this is very useful for digitalized paper form. Now let's go to another quick demo. Let me just try the multi-language. What I'm having here is another form which is in Chinese. If you don't know Chinese, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to show that it is good for multi-language. Open up my iPhone, and then I scan again. And this is my form in Chinese. And I upload it. And here we go. We are going to wait for the process to kick in. Now the process is done. Let me just go straight to these results. And you can see a third record is created. And the PDF is here. Let me just open up. No worry if you don't know Chinese, I will check it for you. I can tell you that this is very accurate. But actually, I've done a lot of tests on both English and Chinese. I'm sure it will work very well for other languages. You can try it yourself. Okay, so let's go through our workflow, and I will explain this to you. You can import this workflow to your own n8n environment. You can follow along, and I will go through with you how to set them up. First of all, you can go to our description and join our free community. In the community, you will find the YouTube resources. You can find all the resources you need to create a workflow for all the YouTube videos I published. So for today's workflow, we are working on the struggling with the learning AI. Of course, you can do the search here if you need. Let's see, you scroll all the way down and find the package resources, and you can download it. So what we have here is a zip file. You have to unzip it, and within the zip, you can see 3 files. One is the JSON, is the n8n template, and the next one is the Excel that we are going to use to store data. We are going to make it Google Sheets. And the third one is form used in this demonstration. So what we are going to do now is to import the workflow first. If your n8n is up to date, you will have the Person option here so that you can create your own folder and organize your workflows nicely. Like this, I'm going to go to the demo and create my new workflow here. So I click on the 3 dots and import from files. I will choose my Gemini 2.5 JSON. And here is the workflow. We are going to set it up, including the credentials and also the path that we are going to need for the Google Drive. We will provide a better name, Gemini 2.5 OCR. The next thing we need to do is to go to the trigger. This is the Google Drive trigger. The first thing you need to do is to create your own credential. If you haven't done so, you can go to my link up here and go to the videos. I describe how to create your Google Drive credentials for n8n and also the Google Sheets as well. After you create your credential, you will need to prepare your Google Drive. Head to your Google Drive that's linked to this credential. And here is mine. You need to create a folder. Let me create a new folder. I call it Gemini 2.5 OCR Live so that I don't confuse with the others. And go to this folder, create another folder called, maybe called input source, input images. It is where we maybe I just make it input PDFs. It will collect the PDF files. Just create this. And the next thing is we need to have a Google Sheet to store our data. What I'm going to do is to upload this patient information registration form from our package. Just open it by double click, and then I go to the file and save as Google Sheet because we need this format. Now, let me just close them. And I refresh the Google Drive. I have 2 files here, and I don't need this anymore. Let me just delete it. The Excel is not needed. And then what I'm going to do is this extra steps. You don't need to do this. I will do this because I have another files with the same name. So I will rename it with a live adding at the end. Now, what I'm going to do here is to monitor a folder so that whenever a new PDF appears, it will be triggered. So in this note, new files trigger, it is triggered on the change involving a specific folder. We have to choose the folder. It will search your Google Drive if your credential is correct. And this is the folder I've just created. And that's it. So before I hit this fish test event, I want to upload a sample files I have prepared here. And this is my sample. One of my sample PDF. Let me hit this fish test event. And you can see I have my file triggered. And then the next steps, I have to determine whether this is a PDF or not. If yes, we'll go through it. Otherwise, it just do nothing. I'll go through the loop. The first thing in the loop is to download the PDF file. Let me just hit the play. Okay. You can see this Google Drive download. Make sure you have the credential ready, and then I use the operation download by the file ID, and this file ID is actually from the trigger. And I also rename this binary file called PDF_data. So the next step, I'm going to use the Gemini note. This is the new Gemini native note. You can find it here. Gemini, Google Gemini. You can see this note has a lot of function, including the analyze audio, analyze document, analyze image and videos, and so on. All we need to use in this workflow is to upload a file and analyze image. So the first one is the upload. You will need to create your credential. If you haven't done so, again, go to the link above and go to the Gemini and create your credential. This Gemini's credential is the same as the one that we use for the Gemini chat model. And the resources is file, and the operation is upload a file. And the file type is binary, and make sure the name of the data is PDF_data, consistent with the one before. So let me just click the execute. And it will return with a file URL that we are going to use for the Geminis. The next one is analyze image, the Google Gemini note. Again, set your credential. For the model, now I have chosen the Gemini 2.5 Flash. Of course, you can try yourself with the Pro or the Flash Lite. You can try the performance of that. I've tried a little bit and found that the 2.5 Flash is the most balanced version for the OCR purpose. Like for the 2.5 Pro, it takes much longer than the Flash. However, the benefit of the accuracy is just insignificant. So you can try yourself, and maybe Google is improving these models from time to time. Before I go into the prompt, we also need the input type. It's image URLs. We need to pass the URLs into this model, which is from the previous note, the file URI. For the prompt, let me just open it up. Let's have a quick look of this. You are a smart OCR agent designed to extract form information from a scanned document in PDF. So the PDF file is uploaded. Your task is to accurately extract the information from the PDF according to the response schema. There are 3 rules. The first rule is you must follow the below response schema for your output. So this is the response schema. It is better to keep wordings the same. So this is the response schema as JSON. And this is exactly the keys that we need to look for in the form. Let me just open it, the form, and you can see we need the date. I actually skipped this patient. We need the date, we need the first name, last name, birth date, gender, address, city, and so on. In the JSON, I look for the date, first name, last name, birth date, gender, address, city, and so on. So these have to be matched in order to get a accurate and good results. The Google Gemini is clever enough to know the relationship between the key and values, which is not that good in the OCR technology. You need to design your key values position yourself. And the second rule is you should not alter any information obtained from the form. Your output must be pure JSON, and no other outputs should be generated. Okay, so let me just try to execute this step. If you have worked with the AI agent before, you know that for the AI agent, there is one option that you can give the parser to ask the AI agent to provide the output in the exact format in JSON. That approach is much more accurate so that you can get exactly what you want in format. But for this Gemini Note, we don't have this option yet. Maybe Google will add it later, I'm not sure. But for now, we still have the JSON format, which is good enough, but we have to do some cleanup, and we'll see in the next note. Now, let's look at this convert to JSON. You can see in this note, this is a code note, and this line is to the cleanup. You can see somehow the Google Gemini adds some unneeded text in the JSON. So we have to clean them up. After cleanup, we can pass it into JSON format like this. And here we go. So the next action is obvious. We will put all the data back into the Google Sheet like this. Okay. Of course, you need to create and choose the correct credentials for your Google Sheet. And then you have to look for your documents. Select for the white sheet. And then you have to map this data from the JSON created earlier. And finally, this PDF link is the link from the download PDF. Let me just try to execute this. And I also try to open this document by clicking here. And you can see a new line of data is here. And this is the things. And at the end, I have the PDF link as well so that your user can check the data against the original PDF. This is super useful. After all the loop is done, we will go to the end of this workflow, which is to get the total summary. So the total summary actually get from the new file trigger so that we know how many files is processed. And then we can send an email, in this case, to myself. Make sure you create and select your credential as well for your Gmail. Make a dynamic subject, number of new registrations received. Also for the message as well, the email body to alert the user. So this is it for this workflow. So this is it for today. In this video, you learn how to learn using the integrated learning. Remember to start learning things, building things related to your own knowledge structure. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like me to share this kind of videos, please like and subscribe. Your help is much appreciated in growing this channel. Happy learning. I'll see you in the next video.